Well, here we are. The Nintendo Switch launched today. Yep. I wish I were excited, but I'm not. Why not? Because the Switch isn't what I want in a console. What do I want in a console? I want to be able to play Nintendo's peerless games on hardware that meets the standards of the time. You know, like the NES, and the Super NES, and the N64, and the GameCube. Those consoles had their strengths and weaknesses when compared to their contemporaries, but they were all technologically on par with competing consoles of their respective generations. The Wii was not. It had a ton of amazing games, but it was a technological generation behind the PS3 and 360. The Wii U was not. It had a bunch of amazing games, but it was a technological generation behind the PS4 and Xbox One. The Switch is not. There's no doubt in my mind that it will play host to a plethora of amazing games, but it significantly lags behind the PS4 and Xbox One, which are now 3.5 years old, to say nothing of the PS4 Pro and Xbox Scorpio, or entirely new consoles from Sony and Microsoft, which could debut in the middle of the Switch's life cycle. With the Switch hardware, Nintendo has sacrificed something I value, modern technological and presentation standards, for something I don't value, portability. That is, of course, not to say that portability has no value. I know many of you are super duper excited about the ability to take last generation console quality games on the go, and that's great. I envy that excitement. But I don't share it because my style of gaming is to plant my chiseled derriere on the plush cushions of my comfy couch and play games on my nice big HD TV. I, personally, have no use for portability. If I'm not at home, I'm at work, where I'm not playing video games. Or I'm in the gym, where I'm not playing video games. Or I'm at the store, where I'm not playing video games. Or I'm in the car driving to or from work, the gym, or the store. In which case, I'm not playing video games. Once I get a Switch, it will stay docked to my TV. Oh, I'll take it with me when I visit my mom next Christmas, but the dock's coming too, so I can hook it up to her TV. I could play it on the plane, but the flight's 4 to 5 hours and the Switch's batteries don't last that long. Moreover, playing on a 6.2-inch lower resolution screen with lesser quality sound is an inferior experience to playing at home on my TV, and that's simply not how I want to enjoy the types of games I generally play. While the Switch may come up short as a home console by modern technological standards, what Nintendo managed to cram into such a small form factor is pretty damn impressive. That's why I'm not too put off by the asking price of $300, even if it doesn't include a game. It may not be what I personally want, but what it is, I think is fairly reasonably priced. That said, I've yet to get my hands on the system's Joy-Con controllers. I hope they're comfy, because I sure as hell ain't paying $70 for the Pro controller. And, luckily, I'm the kind of guy who buys mostly retail games, so the Switch's measly 32 gigs of internal storage should last me for a while. My Wii U had the same amount, and it was a couple of years before I ran out of space. Hopefully, high-capacity micro SD cards will be super cheap by the time I need one for the Switch. A 128 gig micro SD card, which is about the largest you can easily find right now, will run you about 50 to 60 bucks. Damn shame the Switch isn't currently compatible with external hard drives, because you could pick up a 1 terabyte drive 8 times the space for about the same price. Yeah. It's a tough sell. You can get the more powerful PS4 or Xbox One with a game, adequate internal storage, robust online functionality, and huge libraries of awesome games for less than Nintendo's new console. Plus, while the indie support is impressive, it's looking likely that the Switch will not be getting many, possibly even most, of the major third-party multiplayer games that Sony and Microsoft's consoles enjoy, such as Red Dead Redemption 2, Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite, Tekken 7, Metal Gear Survive, Middle-earth Shadow of War, South Park The Fractured But Whole, Injustice 2, Mass Effect Andromeda, and others. But the Switch is the only place you're going to be able to play Zelda, Mario, and all of Nintendo's other amazing IPs. I, for one, am not skipping out on those phenomenal games just because we can't experience them with modern presentations. Oh, I'll gripe about it. I'll sass Nintendo, and I'll continue to hope for a Nintendo console that competes on the same technological playfield as its competitors. But at the end of the day, where the best games go, I will follow. And Nintendo has the best games.